Have you ever thought about the mysteries of love and how people act? Have you been mesmerized by the complicated feelings of attraction, companionship, and love that come with romantic relationships? If so, you're about to get a treat. In this video, we'll take an exciting trip through the fascinating world of psychology, where we'll learn more than ever before about how love works and how people act. We'll be talking about the neurochemistry of attraction, the secrets of long-term relationships, and how to deal with your feelings after a breakup. From the thrilling highs of falling in love to the deepest of heartache and renewal, we'll find the hidden truths that shape our closest relationships and show how complicated the human heart is. So why should you watch this video all the way through? Because knowing about the psychology of love not only makes our relationships better, but also helps us understand our feelings, drives, and wants. If you want to learn more about how relationships work or are just interested in the mysteries of the human mind, this video is sure to be a thought-provoking and educational journey that will give you a new appreciation for how complicated love and human behavior are. Please let me know before we start. You can help me keep spreading the Stoic philosophy if you like the video. I suggest that you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos if you aren't already. Kindly leave comment number 1 if you like this video's subject. If not, kindly leave comment number 0 so I can make a better video for you. Let's start now. 1. The chemical cocktail of love. When two people fall in love, their brains start a fascinating series of biochemical events that affect their emotions and behavior in profound ways. These events are orchestrated by neurotransmitters and hormones. 3 important chemicals, dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin, are at the center of this neurochemical ballet. They all play a part in the complicated web of romantic love. Dopamine, the way to happiness. Dopamine, which has been called the pleasure chemical, is a big part of falling in love. Dopamine levels rise when people are around things that remind them of their romantic interest, like a smile, a touch, or a shared moment. This makes the brain feel happy and rewarded. This rush of dopamine makes you feel euphoric and thrilled, which feeds the intense feelings of love and passion that make up romantic love. Oxytocin is the molecule that sets bonds. Oxytocin, which is sometimes called the bonding hormone, is a very important chemical for making people feel close and attached. Oxytocin levels rise when people do close physical actions like hugging, kissing, or cuddling. This makes people feel more connected, trustworthy, and emotionally close. This hormone holds people together, making their bonds stronger and setting the stage for long-lasting, meaningful relationships. Mood stabilizer. Serotonin, which is also called the mood stabilizer, helps keep your mood and emotional health in check. People who are in the early stages of romantic love experience changes in their serotonin levels, which adds to the emotional ups and downs they feel. Mood regulation is one job of serotonin, but it also helps people feel happier and healthier when they are in a loving relationship. By controlling emotional responses and promoting a sense of peace and calm, serotonin helps people who are in love feel fulfilled and happy overall. The complex interaction between dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin sets off a storm of emotions that fuels the intense feelings of love, passion, connection, and euphoria that come with it. As people go through the exciting process of falling in love, their bodies are affected by a biochemical symphony that changes how they think, act, and experience things. Ultimately, this leads to the deep bond of intimacy and connection that romantic partners share. 2. The complex dynamics of love is blind. Love has been praised for a long time as a force that can change people's minds and make sense of things. The saying, "love is blind," encapsulates a deep truth about romantic relationships and sheds light on the amazing changes that happen in the brain when someone is deeply in love. Neurobiological changes. When people fall in love, their brains go through amazing changes that affect how they think and feel. At the heart of this change is the refusal to use critical judgment, especially when it comes to one's partner. The amygdala, a key part of the brain that handles fear and other negative emotions, helps to suppress these feelings. When people are in love, the amygdala slows down. This makes people see their partners through a rose-colored glass, ignoring their flaws and focusing on their strengths. Idealization and being positive. Emotional blindness happens when people idealize their partners and focus on their good qualities while downplaying or ignoring their flaws. This is caused by a bias towards positivity. When you romanticize your partner, you see their flaws more clearly than they are because you're stuck on your romanticized image of perfection. This inclination toward positivity feeds the strong emotions of lust and devotion that come with romantic love, creating a state of euphoria and happiness that clouds rational thought. In Love is Blind, attachment theory helps us understand how people think and act in romantic relationships by showing how early attachment experiences affect how people think and act in relationships. People who have insecure attachment styles may be more likely to idealize their partners as a way to deal with anxiety and feelings of insecurity. They look for validation and reassurance in their partners by projecting their unmet emotional needs onto them. This keeps them stuck in a cycle of idealization and dependence. What this means for relationship dynamics: the intensity of romantic love can be thrilling, but it also comes with problems. When you try to be perfect for your partner and don't let your critical thinking show, you might end up with unrealistic expectations and disappointment as the relationship goes on. Not being able to see your partner can also make it harder to communicate and solve problems, because people may avoid talking about things that could ruin their perfect image. Setting realistic goals. Being aware of the problems that come with Love is Blind, people can work on setting realistic goals and keeping a balanced view in their relationships. Admitting that love is complicated and accepting that their partners are flawed can help people build real intimacy and connection based on mutual understanding and acceptance. Love is Blind is a captivating look at how romantic love can change people, showing how neurobiology, psychology, and attachment dynamics all work together in complex ways. By figuring out how this complicated phenomenon works, we learn more about how love affects our thoughts and actions, which helps us understand the mysteries of the human heart and mind. Stoicism encourages individuals to approach sex and beauty with moderation, self-discipline, and a focus on inner virtue rather than external desires. By practicing self-control and cultivating virtuous qualities, the Stoics believe that individuals can attain a deeper sense of fulfillment and contentment in their lives. 3. The difficulties of attachment styles. John Bowlby, a psychologist, came up with attachment theory, which gives us a way to think about how our early interactions with caregivers affect how we relate to and attach to people in romantic relationships as adults. At the heart of attachment theory are different attachment styles, which affect how people feel about closeness and how they react to emotional cues. Safe attachment. People who have a safe attachment style usually have a high opinion of themselves and trust others. They are at ease with both closeness and independence, can clearly state what they need, and can confidently handle conflicts. People who are securely attached have a good opinion of both themselves and their partners. This makes their relationships feel safe and stable. Anxious attachment. People with this disorder are afraid of being left alone and are always looking for reassurance and approval from their partners. People with anxious attachment styles may act needy or clingy, and they often see unclear situations as signs of being rejected or left alone. They may have problems with self-doubt and insecurity and are always looking for approval from their partners to feel better. Avoidant attachment means not wanting to depend on others and wanting to be independent and able to do things on your own. People who have avoidant attachment styles may value independence over close relationships, putting their emotional needs on hold and avoiding being vulnerable. They might have trouble expressing their emotions or making deep emotional connections with their partners. When they are upset, they may pull away or withdraw emotionally. Disorganized attachment. Some people may have a disorganized attachment style, which means they act in relationships in ways that aren't consistent with their secure, anxious, or avoidant attachment styles. Disorganized attachment is often caused by unresolved trauma or tense attachments in childhood. This can make it hard to trust others and keep your emotions in check in adult relationships. How early experiences shape attachment styles. Early experiences with caregivers, especially when a person is an infant or a child, shape attachment styles. Secure attachment usually happens when caregiving is consistent and responsive, while anxious and avoidant attachment styles can happen when caregiving is inconsistent or doesn't happen at all. These attachment experiences in early childhood shape how people think about closeness and how they act in adult relationships. Implications for relationship dynamics. Figuring out your attachment style can help you understand how relationships work and why people act the way they do. Mismatched attachment styles can make it hard for couples to talk to each other and work out their differences because different attachment needs and expectations can cause misunderstandings and tensions. Being aware of attachment styles can help people understand and empathize with each other, which can help them meet each other's emotional needs and build a safe and satisfying relationship. Attachment theory is a deep and nuanced way to look at the complicated world of romantic relationships. It shows how early attachment experiences have a big effect on how people attach to others and how relationships work as adults. People can learn more about their relationship patterns and build healthier, more fulfilling relationships with their partners by learning about the ins and outs of attachment styles. 4. The tricks mirror neurons and empathy play. Mirror neurons are a unique group of cells that are found in the brain's complex neural networks. They are very important for shaping social behavior and emotional understanding. These specific neurons fire not only when we do something, but also when we see someone else do the same thing. This makes our thoughts and feelings reflect those of the other person. Neurobiological basis of empathy. Mirror neurons are the brain cells that make empathy possible, the ability to understand and share other people's emotions. When people see someone else feeling an emotion, like happiness, sadness, or pain, mirror neurons fire in their own brains. This creates a neural resonance that lets them feel what the other person is feeling. This ability to empathically resonate is what makes social connections and understanding possible between people. Empathy in romantic relationships. When people are in a romantic relationship, the activation of mirror neurons is even more important because it helps them feel emotionally connected and understand each other. Mirror neurons fire at the same time when people share moments of happiness, sadness, or vulnerability with their romantic partners. This creates a shared emotional experience that makes the love stronger. People who are empathic with each other feel close and intimate with each other because they can see, hear, and understand each other. Increasing emotional closeness. Mirror neurons become active when two people share emotional experiences. This increases emotional closeness in romantic relationships by creating a strong bond and understanding between both partners. When partners understand and relate to each other's feelings, they show care, support, and approval, making it safe for each other to be vulnerable and express their feelings. This emotional connection builds trust and safety in the relationship, making it possible for love and friendship to last. Dealing with problems with empathy. Being able to understand and care about others is very important when dealing with the problems and disagreements that come up in romantic relationships. By seeing things from their partner's point of view and feeling what they're feeling, people can approach disagreements with compassion and understanding, which makes communication and conflict resolution more effective. When partners feel empathy, they can support and comfort each other during times of stress or trouble, which makes their relationship stronger and more resilient as a couple. Developing empathy in relationships. Developing empathy in romantic relationships takes work and intention. Partners can improve their empathy by listening to each other, confirming each other's feelings, and trying to see things from the other person's point of view. Couples can deepen their connection and build a relationship based on understanding, compassion, and love by putting an emphasis on empathy and emotional attunement. Mirror neurons are the brain cells that make empathy possible. They help people feel deeply connected and understood in romantic relationships. Couples can build a relationship based on closeness, compassion, and support for each other by using the power of empathy. This will make their lives better and strengthen their love bond. Stoicism encourages individuals to approach sex and beauty with moderation, self-discipline, and a focus on inner virtue rather than external desires. By practicing self-control and cultivating virtuous qualities, the Stoics believe that individuals can attain a deeper sense of fulfillment and contentment in their lives. 5. Exploring the depths of touch. Touch is an important part of human communication and a powerful way for romantic partners to connect emotionally and become more close. Between soft strokes and warm embraces, touch has the power to communicate love, support, and reassurance in ways that words alone can't. The neuroscience of touch. When two people touch each other physically, like when they hold hands or hug, their brains release a series of chemicals that react with each other. An important part of this process is the release of oxytocin, which is also known as the bonding hormone. Oxytocin makes people feel trusting, close, and connected, which makes partners feel very emotionally close to each other. This neurochemical response is what makes touch have such a big effect on happiness and satisfaction in relationships, improving relationship satisfaction. Loving each other physically often is linked to higher levels of relationship satisfaction and overall health. Touching someone is a way to show love and affection in a way that can be felt, which strengthens the emotional bond between two people. Physical affection, like a soft touch, a long hug, or a playful touch, makes people feel closer to each other and improves the quality of their relationship. Physical touch is a powerful form of nonverbal communication that can show a lot of different emotions and intentions without words. Offering a reassuring hand on the shoulder, a comforting hug during times of trouble, or a loving kiss on the forehead can show love, support, and understanding when words fail to express how someone feels. This kind of nonverbal communication helps partners feel emotionally connected and responsive to each other, which strengthens their bond and connection. Stress reduction and emotional control. Physical touch not only helps people bond and become more intimate, but it also calms the body and mind. Oxytocin is released when two people are physically affectionate. This hormone lowers stress and promotes relaxation, which makes both people feel emotionally safe and well in the relationship. Regular physical touch between a couple may make them stronger in the face of life's problems, allowing them to deal with stressors more easily and with each other's support. Touch can deepen intimacy, including physical touch on purpose in daily interactions, can make the emotional bond between partners stronger and deeper. Prioritizing physical touch as a way to show love and strengthen their relationship can help couples stay close, whether it's through small acts of affection or more private moments of closeness. By making touch and affection a regular part of their relationship, two people can build a strong bond that will last through all of life's ups and downs. Physical touch is a deep way to show love and closeness in romantic relationships. It builds trust, emotional connection, and health. Couples can strengthen their bond and build a relationship based on warmth, support, and affection by embracing the power of touch. 6. Unveiling the depths of eye contact. Eye contact that lasts for a long time is one of the most emotional things that people can do. Meeting each other's gazes is a powerful way to build intimacy, trust, and emotional connection. It causes a wide range of physiological and psychological responses that strengthen the bond between them. The neurochemistry of eye contact. When two people look at each other for a long time, their brains start a chain reaction of chemical reactions. An important part of this process is the release of oxytocin, which is also known as the love hormone or bonding hormone. Oxytocin makes people feel trusting, close, and connected, which makes partners feel very emotionally close to each other. Eye contact also activates parts of the brain related to reward and social connection, which makes the interaction even more emotionally powerful. Understanding and communicating without words. Making eye contact is a way to communicate without words. It can show a lot of feelings, intentions, and understanding. When two people lock eyes, they have a silent conversation that goes beyond words and shows love, understanding, and empathy in its purest form. This kind of nonverbal connection creates a deep sense of emotional resonance and attunement, which makes the bond between partners stronger and their emotional connection stronger. Developing trust and closeness. Making and maintaining eye contact for a long time builds closeness and trust in a relationship. When partners show their true feelings through the windows of their eyes, they create a safe space where fears and insecurities can be shared without fear of being judged. Understanding and empathy between two people builds trust and a sense of safety, strengthening the emotional bond between them and giving them a safe place to talk about their feelings. Enhancing emotional synchronization. Making and maintaining eye contact with someone for a long time helps them emotionally synchronize, which means that their feelings and experiences are in sync during a shared moment of connection. When two people lock eyes, they become more aware of each other's feelings and subtle cues. This helps them understand and care about each other more. Partners can really see, hear, and understand each other when their emotions are in sync. This makes them feel close and intimate, creating connection through conscious gazing. Conscious gazing is a practice that couples can use to create intimacy and connection. Setting aside time to look at each other without talking can help couples strengthen their emotional connection and reaffirm their commitment to each other. Couples can strengthen their bond and build a strong base of trust and closeness that will last through all of life's ups and downs by looking at each other with eyes of understanding and love. Maintaining eye contact for a long time is a powerful way to build closeness, trust, and an emotional connection in romantic relationships. It helps partners understand and feel attuned to each other. Couples can deepen their bond and build a relationship based on warmth, closeness, and mutual respect by embracing the transformative power of eye contact. Stoicism encourages individuals to approach sex and beauty with moderation, self-discipline, and a focus on inner virtue rather than external desires. By practicing self-control and cultivating virtuous qualities, the Stoics believe that individuals can attain a deeper sense of fulfillment and contentment in their lives. 7. The complexities of love and growing as a person. At its core, self-expansion theory is a deep understanding of how people interact with each other. People are naturally drawn to connections that help them grow and expand. This idea, which was first put forward by psychologist Arthur Aron, says that falling in love is not only the merging of two people, but also the blending of their identities, experiences, and goals, which leads to deep personal change and fulfillment. The quest for growth and enrichment. Self-expansion theory says that people are drawn to relationships that give them chances to try new things, learn more about themselves, and discover new things about the world. When two people fall in love, they often start to incorporate parts of their partner's identity into their own. This can help them feel more like they have a purpose and identity. Romantic partners go on a journey of personal growth and enrichment together, sharing experiences and exploring new things together. They also help each other grow and be healthy. Integration of identities. When two people fall in love, parts of their partner's personality, interests, and values become a part of how they see themselves. This is called identity integration. As a person integrates, they do not lose their individuality. Instead, they grow to include new ideas, experiences, and opportunities. When two people in a relationship mix their identities, they create a shared story of growth and change that helps them feel deeply connected and understood. Personal growth and satisfaction. Self-expansion theory stresses that growth and happiness happen both ways in romantic relationships. When people take on parts of their partner's identity, they also help their partner grow as a person and experience happiness. This process of self-expansion works both ways, creating a cycle of mutual enrichment in which each partner helps the other keep growing and being happy. Challenges and opportunities. Getting to know yourself better through relationships can be a very rewarding journey, but it can also be hard at times. Dealing with people who have different values, interests, and goals can be a way to learn and grow, but it also needs patience, understanding, and open communication. Also, finding the right balance between personal freedom and a shared identity can be tricky. Couples need to be sensitive and respectful as they work out their limits and expectations. Cultivating self-expansion in relationships. Couples can create an atmosphere of mutual support, curiosity, and exploration in their relationships to help each other grow. When partners support each other in pursuing their own interests and goals while also trying new things together, they can weave a rich tapestry of growth and fulfillment that strengthens their connection and bond. The self-expansion theory is a powerful way to think about how love and romantic relationships can change people. We can welcome the journey of self-expansion with openness, curiosity, and a deep appreciation for the profound ways that love can change our lives if we understand that we and our partners are both naturally driven to grow and improve. Romantic partners go on a journey of personal growth and fulfillment by sharing experiences and exploring together. This makes their lives better and strengthens their bond with each other. 8. Finding your way through the cultural mosaic of love. Everyone experiences love, but how it is expressed and understood is greatly affected by culture. Different societies and cultures have different norms, traditions, and values that shape how people feel about love and relationships. This creates a rich tapestry of beliefs and practices that are true to the cultures where they come from. Differences between cultures and how people feel about love. Cultural norms and values have a big impact on how people feel about love and how they see a good romantic relationship. In some cultures, love is seen as an intense and passionate feeling that is shown through big actions and dramatic displays of love. In others, friendship and mutual respect may be more important, putting more emphasis on stability and commitment in romantic relationships. Because of these cultural differences, relationship dynamics and expectations are also different, which affects how people find love and intimacy. Tradition and history. Differences in how people feel about love and relationships are also caused by historical and social factors. In some cultures, traditional gender roles, family structures, and religious beliefs can have a big effect on how people understand and express love. For instance, cultures with collectivist values may put a high value on family harmony and social cohesion, which can affect how people choose partners and how their relationships work. Folktales and cultural stories can also affect how people think about love and romance, giving them advice and wisdom on matters of the heart, intersectionality, and diversity. It is important to understand that cultural factors in love are not separate from other aspects of identity, like race, ethnicity, gender, and sexual orientation. The idea of intersectionality shows how complicated human experiences are and how different parts of a person's identity interact to affect how they act and think in romantic relationships. Inequalities and discrimination in the system can combine with cultural norms and values to make it hard for people from marginalized groups to experience love and closeness in new ways. Adapting and negotiating cultural differences. In multicultural societies, people can deal with the difficulties of cultural differences in relationships and love by adapting and negotiating. Partners from different cultures may need to talk about their beliefs, values, and expectations about love respectfully and openly, trying to find common ground and understanding. Negotiating and adapting to different cultures can make relationships better by helping people understand, accept, and value cultural differences. Different cultural views on love and health. Understanding the cultural background of love can help you understand how complicated people are and how they interact with each other. Cultural psychologists study how cultural norms and values affect how people think about love, happiness, and health. This helps us understand how love is felt and shown in different cultures. We can learn more about love as a universal phenomenon that shows up in many different ways around the world if we accept cultural differences and value the variety of human experiences. Culture has many different effects on love, which change over time and have big effects on how people think, act, and interact with each other. By looking at the many different cultural views on love, we can better understand how different people's lives are and how culture, identity, and romance are all connected. Long-term love leaves a lasting legacy. While the allure of romantic love often dominates popular stories, the real essence of love is found in the bond that is formed through years of shared experiences, growth, and strength. The strength of commitment, friendship, and mutual respect is shown by long-term relationships, as partners go through the ups and downs of life together and come out stronger, smarter, and more connected. Stoicism encourages individuals to approach sex and beauty with moderation, self-discipline, and a focus on inner virtue rather than external desires. By practicing self-control and cultivating virtuous qualities, the Stoics believe that individuals can attain a deeper sense of fulfillment and contentment in their lives. 9. The evolution of love. Over time, long-term relationships change a lot. They go from the fiery passion of infatuation to a deeper, more complex kind of love that is marked by friendship, understanding, and support for each other. Once the initial excitement of love wears off, couples enter a period of stability and security. During this time, their relationship grows stronger and more mature with each passing year. Friendship and a shared past. At the heart of long-term love is the friendship that is built over years of sharing experiences, laughs, and tears. Couples make a lot of memories and traditions together, which tells a story of love and strength that helps them get through life's challenges. Partners find comfort and strength in each other's company, drawing on their shared history to help them through the ordinary tasks of daily life, as well as the extraordinary times of triumph and tragedy. Respect and understanding for each other. Partners in a long-term relationship accept and respect each other's strengths, flaws, and quirks with compassion and understanding. When couples talk to each other and listen to each other, they build a deep emotional connection and intimacy where they can share their weaknesses without fear of being judged or rejected. This culture of respect and empathy makes it safe for people to be honest and open, so partners can be themselves when they're with their partner. Dealing with life's problems together. There are ups and downs in every relationship, even long-term ones. But it's when two people face these problems together that their relationship gets stronger. Couples use their shared strength and commitment to get through life's storms with grace and strength. Whether they are going through job changes, money problems, or health crises. When things are hard, having the support and company of a lifelong partner can give you strength and comfort, reminding you of how much they love and care for you. Acknowledging the path of growth and renewal. Love that lasts a long time is not static. It changes and grows as the needs and situations of both partners change as they go through life together. Couples look forward to the chance to learn and grow, both as individuals and as a couple. They look for new adventures and try new things. Through regular communication, compromise, and working toward the same goals, two people can build a relationship that lasts and grows, becoming more meaningful and rich with each passing year. Long-term love and friendship are the best kind of relationships because the bond between two people that lasts a lifetime serves as a symbol of hope, strength, and unwavering devotion. As a couple goes through life together, they find comfort, strength, and deep joy in having a lifelong partner by their side. They value the gift of love that lasts through time in all situations. 10. How to deal with your feelings. After a breakup, the end of a relationship is the end of a journey that was once full of hope, passion, and shared dreams. But when love turns into loss, people often have to deal with a wide range of complicated feelings, from deep sadness and grief to anger, confusion, and even relief. The study of breakup psychology shows the complex levels of emotional upheaval and change that happen when two people break up, the roller coaster of grief and loss. Going through a breakup is a lot like going through the death of a loved one. Separation can cause a lot of emotional pain, including emptiness, despair, and a deep sense of loss. People may go back and forth between stages of denial and anger, where they can't accept that the breakup really happened and are angry at themselves, their ex-partner, or outside factors. People may then try to agree as they desperately look for ways to fix or save the relationship, holding on to hope even though they don't know what will happen. The depths of emotional chaos. People who have been through a breakup often fall into depression as they deal with feelings of loneliness, rejection, and broken dreams. People who have lost a romantic partner may feel a deep sense of identity upheaval as they try to figure out who they are without the relationship. Self-worth and adequacy issues may come up, which can lead to a cycle of negative self-talk and ruminating that makes depressed feelings even worse. Despite the emotional turmoil that comes with breakups, people eventually find healing and acceptance as they slowly come to terms with the end of the relationship. Accepting the past doesn't mean getting rid of the memories or feelings that come with it. Instead, it means embracing them as important parts of your journey. People build resilience and self-awareness by thinking about themselves, reflecting on themselves, and getting support from others. This helps them understand their own needs, wants, and patterns of behavior in relationships. The role of self-compassion and growth. Breakups can help people learn a lot about themselves and grow as they start a journey of self-compassion and empowerment. People can get through the grieving process with more strength and grace if they practice being kind and compassionate to themselves. As a way to regain their independence and find meaning and fulfillment outside of the relationship, they may engage in self-care, creativity, and personal growth activities. The importance of connection and social support. During the grieving process, social support is very important for helping people deal with their feelings after a breakup. Friends, family, and mental health professionals can help a person a lot by listening, supporting, and understanding. They can also create a safe space for a person to talk about their feelings and process their experiences. People can find comfort and strength in the community as they heal and start over by surrounding themselves with supportive relationships and fostering a sense of connection and belonging. The psychology of breakups shows how losing a romantic partner can have a big effect on a person's mental health and growth. By recognizing and accepting the complicated feelings that come with ending a relationship, people can start to heal and learn more about themselves. They can come out of the depths of heartache with more strength, wisdom, and self-awareness. Finally, we've looked at a wide range of interesting psychological insights into love and human behavior, from the neurochemistry of attraction to the difficulties of long-term relationships and the emotional landscape of breakups. We have a better understanding of how love affects our lives and relationships because of this research. It has shown us how biology, psychology, and culture all play a role in heart issues. Let's talk now. What have you learned from the talk today? Do you have a specific thought or insight that stuck with you? In the comments section below, let us know what you think and how you plan to use what you've learned in your own life. Please leave a comment below if you found this video interesting and useful. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting videos about love, psychology, and how people act. With your help, we can keep making useful content for our community. Thank you for seeing.